Good morning. Welcome to December. This should be a pretty chill month, really. I just gotta sell off my foodstuffs and my lumber mill. Put some more trees into the lumber mill. I'd like to kind of fill that up all the way today. And these oak trees are growing faster than the catawba trees are. Yep. And my grass field has gone dormant. That's kind of to be expected. I'll hop in the pickup and go down and check on that field we want to buy. Actually, let's check the sales here first. That header might be of interest. A tedder might be useful. And a weeder. Although I think I'm going to get a rotary hoe, not a weeder, because the rotary hoe will work for medium weeds, not just small weeds. Wait for the shaders here. And the spinach is still here, damn. Well, I can really put all this lumber to good use, so I'm going to go ahead and buy this. For the first time ever, my land has expanded. Now, what the hell should I do with this damn spinach? I'm probably just going to till it into the soil. Can I still plant oilseed radish, or is it too late for that? Yeah, there's nothing I can plant. I guess for the time being, it's just going to have to sit there as a cover crop. Yeah, because renting this thing won't pay me back enough to cover the costs. So I'll go ahead and turn the engine off and I'll get some cutting done here. Thinking about putting a concrete plant here in this area. I see a lot of concrete trucks running past all the time. But they don't seem to have any of the more environmentally friendly concrete solutions such as permeable. Gotta be careful here not to forget to take care of the stumps, because otherwise they'll be in the way. Okay, I'm just about done with the loading now. There it went. I guess with that large a supply, they're having a hard time there. Well, next month I'll start emptying out the storage. Alright, I'm going to do the food first. Yeah, the builder in me is starting to shine through a little bit right now, and I think my next focus will be getting a concrete plant up and running. While concrete is a natural product that comes from the earth, it's in no way agriculture, so. But it is a necessary building material, and people who care about doing it well can make a very big positive impact on the environment. And since this plant will be privately owned, it has to follow my ideology, which is it has to make a profit, but it has to make a profit in an ethical way. Has to where a publicly traded company, in order to be considered an ethical company, has to focus on making profit. Generally, there's two ways to run a business. You can do something to make money, This is basically the publicly traded businesses. They're kind of mandated to be that way because of their very nature. And then there's more the private business way, which is I want to do this type of thing, but in order to do it, I have to make money. And I'm definitely following the I want to do this thing, but in order to do this thing, I have to make money doing it. Which is kind of the heart of private business. You know, if you're a Fortune 500 company that's publicly traded and everybody with a 401k owns a small piece of your company, I don't even really think that should be called private industry anymore. This, because it's public industry then. And public industry has a lot of problems, kind of unique to it. It has some of the problems of state-owned industry that you get in Europe or in China, and it also has some of the problems that you get from purely privately owned companies, from people who aren't, out to be, they don't want to build houses. They want to make money, and they build houses to make money. As opposed to somebody who wants to build houses and they have to make money to build houses. So a publicly traded company or a public company kind of gets caught in between those crosshairs to create a unique blend of problems that aren't intrinsically native to either truly private business or to state-run business. Then you get into a whole nother thing where you get the private-public partnership, where it's really public-government partnership. Where government money funnels into a public corporation, and then money from that public corporation funnels into campaign donations for the government. Talking about government, I like the idea of privatization, but I really dislike the idea of exclusive contracts and privatization, because when you have an exclusive contract with the government, you're not really privatizing, you're just outsourcing responsibility outside of the government. So if something bad happens, the government can say it wasn't us. And then by being affiliated with the government, the publicly traded corporation is protected from any liability by, the full faith and authority of the government. I'm not going to sell those wall sections today because they need to go into town, and I'm just going to go over here to the playground maker and sell my planks and beams. And then the rest of the day today is just going to be dedicated towards cutting down trees on this plot and getting them moved. definitely see changes taking effect here. I don't think that. $42,000. That's a nice chunk of money right there. Rope. How much does rope cost? Alright, rope costs 13,000. So I would be paying like $24,000 in a donation if I was to give them the rope they need for their next stage. So I don't think I'll ever be producing any rope myself. I might be doing wool, but you get more for the wool than you get for rope made from the wool. And I'm definitely not growing cotton. And you're not allowed to grow hemp, jute, or flax, which is other rope making materials that might be more profitable, but those are all illegal as crops in this area. Although fiber hemp really has nothing to do with the marijuana style hemp, even though they're related species. You have to smoke a lot and a lot and a lot of fiber hemp to even get the very faintest trace of THC. Alright, I guess I'll start drawing or dragging trees up to the sawmill. Need to keep checking sales occasionally, see if anything good comes in. Slurry distributor. Hmm. This might be interesting. don't think I need a self-propelled slurry tanker though. Zamhar. That might actually be 70,000 for that. Although I'm not really sure I'm going to need that much slurry tanker. I think just that would be sufficient. Yeah, that one there would be more than sufficient for my needs. So, and since the uh, field right now is dormant, it's a great time to be dragging trees across it. Again? Well, it's getting time to knock it off for the day. Dragging this last trunk over here. I didn't get the sawmill anywhere near as full as I would like, but I did get enough to make sure that it will be completely full for tomorrow. Then I'm going to get my equipment put away, and then since it's Basil's birthday, Basil, Sage, and I are going out for dinner tonight and a trip to the bakery. It's kind of neat how this is designed, so you can use it as a winch, which is kind of what's really intended to do, but it also kind of serves as a dozer to push stuff around when you need it. Great attachment. I wish there was a bigger one. So, wow, 6.6 tons is not exactly a small tree. A lot of the stuff I'm dealing with out here actually way outsizes that. And when they're eventually ready to harvest, those catalpa trees that I planted will definitely outsize that. I'm going to just leave everything hooked up to the Ag Star because everything that's on there I'm going to need in the morning. Now, when I was younger, I never really understood why I would get yelled at, put it away, put it away, put it away, put it away. I know now that I've gotten older and now I've got all this kind of expensive equipment to take care of. That was a bit of a cathartic release in putting your stuff away. It's kind of an enjoyable thing to be in a way. I never would have guessed that as a young man. It always seems like, yeah, such a unnecessary step. It ain't gonna go anywhere. It'll still be here. Of course, I discovered that it may not necessarily always be there, because there's nothing like something just laying in the air for somebody just walking by to just pick it up and keep on going. There's no snow in the forecast, so should be pretty good weather for hauling. Alright, let's go have some fun, and you have a good night.